glory is going to tell my story. You may never know what I went through, but my glory is going to tell you. Y'all ain't going to say it for me. When I open up my mouth, you'll understand the impact of what I had to go through. You may not read about me in the magazine, but when I look to the room, you'll feel the intensity. But what it was I had to go through to get here. Tell your neighbor, say neighbor. Prophesy to them, come on, prophesy to them, say neighbor. Everything that you've been through up until this point has all been making you and preparing you for the next season of your life. Tell your neighbor, your worst days are behind you and your best days are before you. What God is getting ready to do for you, everybody's going to hear about it. The rest of the people are done. What God is going to do for you in this season, it's not going to be there in the dark. It's not going to be there in the corner. He said, for your strength. For your strength. I'm going to give you double.
Everybody gonna hear about it.
He said, if you suffer with me,
Everybody.
you gonna reign with me. And if you can just survive the next few days, I'm telling you, if I be a prophet of God, I got a track record I used to have when I got one now. He said, if you can just survive the next few days, I'm not going to tell you it's going to be easy. I'm not going to tell you the next few days you just going to lay around and just be at ease. But I'm telling you, if you can survive the next few days, He's going to make your go through worth the hand that you had to experience to get to this point. What God's going to do for you in this season, this next season of your life. What I love about God, He never allows you to go through anything publicly that He does not reward you publicly for. People let Him laugh. People whispering what they heard. Let them whisper. Let them try to figure it out. Let them know it. Say what they're going to say. Because in this next season, I'm going to have the last laugh. You can laugh now. So when my season shows up, all the talking, all the lying, all the whispering you're doing will not compare to what He's getting ready to give me. What I had to give up will not compare to what He's going to give me now. If He took it, it's because He had something greater. Where I was couldn't contain me. Where I was didn't appreciate me. Where I was only tolerated me. But where I'm going, God said, I'm going to send you to a people that's going to understand the anointing, that's going to appreciate the triumph and the oil that's on your life. The reason why there is an oil or an impact or an intensity for someone that's anointed is because they went through It's because in the midst of scrutiny, in the midst of being between a rock and a hard place, having nowhere to move, you're stuck in the middle of what he said. Because you stood still. Because you didn't bow out. Because you didn't throw in the towel. Because you didn't walk away from the ministry. Because you didn't walk away from the family. Because you didn't give your license back to the preacher. Because you didn't walk away and say, listen, I'm packing up, I'm going out of here. I'm going down south, I'm out of here. I'm not doing this no more. Because you stood in the midst of the fire. You went through the fire. Because you went through the fire. Because you went through the fire. You didn't say, God, take me out the fire. You stood in the midst of the fire. You said, God, where are you? I'm not going to get out. I'm not going to beg you to take me out. I'm just waiting for you to go on through with me. And because you stood in the midst of the fire, the flames burning all around you, smoke consuming everything and everybody around you, because you kept standing. Got real hot, got real uncomfortable, but you did not change your clothes. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing. Y'all gonna catch that on your way home. You didn't change your clothes. You didn't take off your garment of praise. You kept your garment on. In the midst of the fire, you didn't know when he was gonna bring you out. You didn't know how he was gonna do it. People that said they would be there walked away. People that said, I'm praying for you. You couldn't feel their presence no more. People that said, I'm going to be there with you to the end. When you open your eyes, you couldn't find them no more. But you kept standing in the midst of the fire. The Bible says that when the 3 Hebrew boys came out the fire, that their clothes was not singed. Their countenance was not changed. The Bible says that the king did make a decree, because God had to take something that looked impossible, that looked like they was going to go under. He had to take an impossibility and now make it a possibility to those that did not believe. Because when they came out, those who did not believe now believed. Because when they came out, they didn't look like what they had been through. From the prophesying to some people tonight, they're in the midst of what you're going through. You don't look like what you've been through. The have has not been told. I told you, you really couldn't handle it anyway. But God has a way of making a way out of nowhere.